So
you
it's
just
amazing.
mentioned past lives, and that's when people start thinking, oh, okay, this is a little hokey, and she's going to get me to bark like a dog. So what kind of hypnosis is that? The ones we see on the stage with the people, you know, pretending they're tambourines, or I don't know, whatever the silliness is. But
Well, that's great. Like, we should talk about that.
yes,
A lot of people
because a
think
lot of people
hypnosis
think that is hypnosis, and it is, I guess, to a certain degree.
It is. And actually, hypnosis, we're hypnotized all the time. I mean, when you're watching television right now, you're actually in a trance. A trance state is basically a focused state of mind. And so if you're really engaged with a speaker, or you're watching television or listening to music, you're in a trance. When you're driving your car and you're just kind of daydreaming away and you miss the exit.
Exactly. How many times have you driven and like you've gone miles and go, oh my gosh, how did I get here? Yeah. That's a definite trance.
And then also you get into a trance with someone who has authority. So a boss or a parent, you can actually, they're actually hypnotizing you. They're affecting your subconscious because you believe them or you hold them up on a pedestal. So a lot of people go into trances with their family and family members that seem to be the alpha of the family. So trance state is very natural. It's a natural state you go into right before you go to sleep and right before you wake up. So you're in that state every day. So it's not like something
at least twice,
yeah,
right?
At least twice.
At least twice.
And all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. So I don't put you in a trance. I just help you get there. It's like rocking a baby to sleep. You can't like say sleep and drop the baby and it'll just go to sleep. You have to kind of create an environment for the baby to relax, and so that's what I do.
Okay.
And so the people on stage, they do hypnosis, but there's an important element which they won't tell you, which I'm probably getting in trouble for revealing the secret.
Oh, I love secrets.
1 out of 10 people are highly hypnotizable. So that 1% or 1 out of 10 will do anything you want them to do because they're so hypnotizable. And it's just a personality. It's not about gullibility. Actually, the more intelligent you are, the easier it is for you to be hypnotized.
Now that's a fallacy that we're busting tonight. Yeah, really.
And so this person would go out into, of course, people are liquored up a little bit. They're in the bars, or he's on stage, so he's an authority. So he's already has you in a trance.
Are we really that susceptible to authority figures? I guess we are. I mean, I know I am to a certain degree, but I like to think I'm a rebel. But we really are,
the
right?
The news, the political figures, the
oh my
teachers,
God, the celebrities. Yeah, that we're witnessing that now. Okay.
It's like, oh, we got to buy that bag because, you know, Paris Hilton has it. You know, it's this whole idea of I want to be like them because there's all these associations. So
okay.
But in the comedy clubs, when the hypnotists they pick up people and they actually do hypnotic tests on them.
And do the people know they're being tested?
Oh, yeah. He said, come up, okay, I want everyone to do this.
Oh, first he asked for volunteers, right?
And so they volunteer.
So they're already willing.
They're willing. And then they find the one that actually is the most susceptible. They send people back, and you'll notice this next time you go to a hypnotist, seeing him on stage, he'll send people back, or she'll send people back, and there'll be that one person that will just do anything. And another secret, is that they always say they don't remember. I don't remember what happened. And
is that true?
Well, sometimes he can make a suggestion that you won't remember anything that happened on the stage. And that subconscious will take it literally and not remember. And that'll be it. But a lot of people do remember, they just don't want to admit it.
Oh, that's like, drunks who, I don't remember a thing. I never believe that. It's like, no, you have to have some inkling of remembering.
But I've had people who've come to me to retrieve memories while they were under hypnosis. Because they didn't remember what happened in college or something.
So you can do that?
You can do that.
Okay.
And then you can actually retrieve memories of when you weren't in hypnosis. If you had a trauma or something, you really wanted to find out who's the person that was there or who stole my car. You can use a hypnotist. Police use hypnosis all the time. They use hypnotists to help solve crimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So our mind is absorbing a lot of things that we're not conscious of. So when you're in that trance, you have access. It's almost like the beginning of a library. You get to see the lobby. That's what we see, the lobby. And there's this huge bookcase.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah. And so we have all these books of our life. Every page of our life is recorded, like a tape, like a camcorder, like this camera is recording everything. And so imagine your whole life being recorded and associated with memory and feeling of everything that happened, of every event that happens. So there's certain flavors you like, there's certain feelings that feel good, there's certain touch. If some people don't like to be touched in certain areas because that was uncomfortable. So we have all this information, and that's really with coaching, you're going to find that people are blocked in ways that they're not really understanding why. And this would be a great way to just put them in a trance, and it can open up and go into that library and find out what's actually.
So you're saying this is really not a quick fix, but it's a quick access to
expediter.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Expediter, yeah. Because you said there's a layer between the conscious and the subconscious, and you just lower that or sort of dissolve that layer?
Well, if you think about it,
we don't want to talk about it too much because we don't want to take, it's not magic, but we don't want, I'm a person who, if you analyze it too much, I just go off in space and I don't, so we don't want to really, but it is fascinating, and we do kind of want to understand. And I will tell you that she said that the subconscious, it has the mind of a 9-year-old.
Yes.
And I'm going to make her explain that.
Okay.
Because I think that's fascinating too.
Yeah. Well, first there's a little like kind of a seal or a doorway between the conscious and the subconscious, and you'll know this when you sleep and you have dreams, and a lot of your subconscious memories and stuff you've been thinking about all day or things you're worried about will show up, and kind of your mind's playing. And then when you're in awake state, there's like a little filter, and it kind of keeps all that stuff down there. I mean, you don't want to remember every moment of your life at once, right?
No.
So it acts as kind of a search engine. And when you see something, like if you're sitting in a certain room or see a certain color, it kind of pulls up what you need to know at that point. So you don't have to worry about remembering everything all at once all the time.
Mind-boggling, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
So the only thing is, things don't go down this way. We pull up. And this filter forms around 9 or 10 years old. So that's why your subconscious is 9 or 10. After that, all your new information you learn as an adult doesn't really sink down to the subconscious. So you could have learned as a child that water is really bad and you're afraid to go in the water, you're afraid to swim. And as an adult, you say, oh, why would I be afraid of water? Well, that information, I'm an adult, doesn't go there. But in a trance state, what we do is we open it up as if you were 9 again. And you go down, and with hypnosis, you're actually using visualization and metaphors as if you're talking to a child. And you tell the child it's okay, it's safe, it's fine, and then you go out of the trance, and you don't have that same reaction to water anymore because the search engine doesn't pull it up anymore. So that's the simple way of explaining
That's
it.
an amazing way to explain it, okay.
And so this is really powerful because your life is basically a reflection of what's in your subconscious. So if you don't have enough money, you don't have enough love in your life, you don't have the right figure, it's all because something on the subconscious level doesn't match. And we have this kind of like this template.
It doesn't match what you say you want? Is that what you mean? Or it doesn't
match to what you say you want. So that's why you have this fight with your conscious mind saying, I want this, but there feels like something's holding you back. And so what hypnosis does is get these two parts of your mind, the conscious and the subconscious, to speak the same language, and then things flow.
Wow.
It's like 1 foot on the gas, 1 foot on the brake. Don't you feel like your clients are like that?
Yeah, me sometimes, yeah.
And so basically you just lift it off the brake and you get you to go. And that's why people move through things much faster. And so combining hypnosis in coaching, you can see your clients will get results faster, and they will also tell people about it because they'll get such quick results that they'll be amazed.
Now, how long does this effect last?
Forever.
Wow! I want to be hypnotized right now and get it all straight.
Well,
Forever,
usually when I
really?
work with the core, and you get to the core, if we get to the deep-rooted issue of why the behavior is happening, not the surface behavior, like I'm not going to eat sweets, but the real feeling of why someone wouldn't lose weight or why wouldn't they want success. When you clear that out, it's like you created a new idea on the subconscious of who you are, and then you move into that new story.
Do you need constant reinforcement, or is it really gone for good?
Well, it's gone for good, typically. But when I go through the sessions with my clients, of course, smoking's the only thing I do in one session, but everything else takes more than that. I give them CDs to listen to. I have over 100 programs and for all different things. And so they're 15 minutes long, and they listen to them every day. For 30 days, it's like training wheels for the mind, I call it.
I like
and
that.
It trains your mind to
Good analogy.
start to think.
Good metaphor.
I'm a hypnotist. I have to do all this stuff. And so you get your mind shifted after 30 and sometimes 60 days, depending on how strong that block is or that idea is. It's shifted forever. Once it changes, it shifts. It's like when you work out and you just you can't lift this weight, but then after a while, your muscle gets.
Or like yoga, you say, oh, I can't stretch,
can't
and
bend.
then suddenly you're really flexible. Yeah, okay.